Hello everyone, this is Sabrina Jean. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to this pick a card reading. What is changing next, or perhaps unexpected changes happening for you? These could be things changing right now. And this pick a card reading goes more deeply into the messages based on my previous video that I released this morning about more collective messages using astrology, tarot, oracle, and based on the crystal that you chose in that video. So if you haven't already watched the Cosmic Earth Energy Messages, be sure and check that one out because it has some more specific guidance and messages for you over there. But if you're there and now you are here, then I'm using the same crystals for the same piles to help you to bring through more messages in addition to that last video. So let's get started. Pile 1. Hi, Pile 1s. All right, if you didn't already watch the Cosmic Earth Messages in the previous video, I will post the link to that video down below the timestamps here. Be sure and check that one out too. But this video is not only a pick a card continuation, but it's also incorporating a yes or no version, which is at the end of the piles. So if you want to just scroll ahead and skip to the yes or no section, there is a timestamp for that as well below. Meanwhile, if you're here for more messages, what you need to hear, if you're drawn to the Carnelian, actually it's not Carnelian, it's an orange calcite. Okay, what more do you need to know? So in the previous video, the Six of Cups was referring to something that you were expecting, or it might be giving and receiving. The Six of Cups usually, well, let me put it this way. The number 6 along your life path reveals that the most difficult part of this current path that you're on is over. You've already gotten through that. And now you are, well, transcending, or you should be feeling like you have some forward momentum again within the next few days. So I'm going to pull some more cards for you. Group 1, what more do you need to know? So what's changing? What do you have power and control over, and or what do you not? What do you need to let go of? I almost grabbed that divine door and I thought, no, I'm going to wait and allow the door to choose you. Honestly, I think they're all choosing you. There we go. The distant dream. Interesting. So dreams resonate with the number 6. I'm curious how many of you are life path 6. Because the life path 6 person dreams of a perfect life, a perfect world, a perfect family, a perfect home, sometimes a perfect everything. But sometimes the challenge is coming into balance or finding a happy balance. But the message here with the divine door, the distant dream, says, the distance is calling your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. Meaning, exactly what you are dreaming about right now, that dream must come true. So take another moment to really reconsider, what is it that you're wishing for? What is it that you're asking for? What are you dreaming about? Is it family? Is it children? Are you wanting to simply have fun? Are you looking for more fulfillment? So adding the crystal message into your pile 1 with the orange calcite, this resonates with your sacral chakra, which is your power to create. This also means that you have the infinite power to create your dreams too. So moving along, let me pull another card. And if you recall, in the first video this morning, I was referring to the astrological placements that are helping us to come up with a new idea. This card actually was the oracle card that showed up in the previous video too. Where does your power lie? What power do you have over your life, your dreams even? What's changing? I'm not sure. I feel like maybe you are the one who suddenly feels like you're changing something that you're longing for at one point. Maybe it's no longer important to you. So why is that? Well, let's find out. There's a house and a planet and a sign, generally speaking. Group number 1. Okay, interesting how the 8th house, right? Your power, a major. Okay, so what's changing for group number 1? There's a huge change happening in your life. It's changing. What's changing is your power over things or people or situations. So your emotions, honestly, we do have the power over our emotions. And so there's also purification here with Scorpio energy. Scorpio is a water sign. It's fixed. The moon is actually more like a satellite. It creates a gravitational pull. And actually, these cards even confirm what I was just saying. I feel like it's something internally within yourself, your emotions, your desires, your needs, your dreams. You are who's actually changing your vision, your perspective. Maybe some of you are changing what you believe or choosing to change what you're dreaming about, what you're wishing for. And there's nothing wrong with that. The Grace card is just a simple reminder to follow your truth, to believe in yourself. Remember that you are worthy of all of the things that you're wanting, well, all of the things that you were dreaming about. However, something else that might be changing within this distant dream of yours is how it's actually coming true. But whatever you're focusing on right now, your dream is still going to come true. But in the process, it might be challenging you to change how you feel about yourself, your life, your situation, or whatever it is that you feel powerless to control. These are deep messages here. Some of you might be changing your mind about who you've been giving your power away to so that you can reclaim your power back to yourself to move forward and accept, well, maybe your feelings and your emotions right now are, what's the word I was looking for? They are keeping you company, but they're also reminding you about the way that you feel. So if you're changing, then your dream is also going to change. But I think what's really changing here is how you feel about your dreams and how you feel about yourself. And honestly, with the recent Venus-Sun conjunction and all the other planetary alignments that are happening right now, affecting all of us, it's probably changing how you perceive your life. And some of you may even be completely changing your mind about the work that you're doing or what feels right for you. Some of you are going to be realizing that you have the power to stand back up and say, you know what, this no longer is supporting me. And it's time to pursue something new, or it's time to pursue something else. This is one of the ways that you can use your creative gifts. Because when you decide to focus on what you feel, what you believe in, and what you want, and you change your mind, this is part of creativity. You're using your mind, your thoughts, your emotions to create better choices, which will bring you new opportunities, or perhaps new doorways will open up for you, which you will have the option to choose whether you're going to move through that doorway. In this case, it could be a portal or a timeline shift. So what's happening here, group 1, more power is shifting within you in your life to put you in more control over your choices. So let's pull some more cards. And what more do we need to know? Actually, I'm going to use the Pocket Tarot to ask if the path that you're currently on right now, pile number 1, is pile number 1 on the right path? This one popped out. I wanted to, listen to your intuition. I think that's kind of obvious with these oracle cards first. Sometimes intuition is what you're feeling or your emotions, something that's guiding you or maybe pulling you in a different direction. Get more information. Of course. What was this one? It's like, right. Reconsider. Okay. Technically, you're going in the right direction. However, these are steps. Listen to your intuition. What do you feel guided towards? If there's more information that you need to seek that will help you, get more information. Because when you know more, when you have more information, it puts you in a better space to change something or to choose. The more options you have, the better off you're going to be. And so ultimately, you're going in the right direction. As far as your life path, your purpose, and your destiny is concerned, pile number 1, you're going in the right direction. Something that you probably needed to hear, even if some things seem to be up in the air right now. I am going to pull some more tarot cards. Where'd they go? They're over here. So what more does group 1 need to know right now about what's changing? And honestly, there isn't any rush in your making a decision to change anything. And this was also spoke of in the previous video. So again, if you haven't watched that video, be sure and go back and watch that video, right? So the 8 of Swords. The 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords sometimes to me is like walking on eggshells. The 2 of Cups. Let's pull one more. The Hierophant, right? It's really important to get more information and listen to that higher guidance. For some of you, this Hierophant is somebody else, or it could be a teacher, or it could be a guru, or your counselor. Remember, you have another number 6 here. So what's even most important is to find and keep a happy balance and emotional balance within yourself. Try not to allow your emotions to cause you to feel fear or uncertainty. Remember, whatever you're focusing on right now, whatever you're dreaming about, so must it become a reality. So even the 2 of Cups is reminding you to balance your emotions, your thoughts, and also your expectations. Reconsider, or it's time for you to discover where your true power lies within yourself. And this true power is you making the decision that is absolutely necessary for you, for your health, and for your well-being too. For those of you who are in a relationship, you might be the stronger one in this scenario, especially if your other or your significant other aren't able to make appropriate decisions for themselves. So, in fact, some of you might be expected to make greater decisions for those who are in your responsibility, those who are in your care, especially for those who aren't able to make decisions on their own. You're still on the right path. in life, though. But there's definitely more information that you should start researching. And so it's completely up to you. More information could be another video or another pick a card reading. It could be in a book or a lecture or a workshop that you're wanting to get more information from. And there's so much information that's available on the internet nowadays that you can literally ask any question and then go onto the internet and expect to find the answer. I also just received another message from this. For some of you, it's reminding you to get out of your head, your thoughts, your ego, what you think you need to do, and follow and trust your intuition and trust that you're on the right path. And these are some of the things that are changing in your life that could, in fact, ultimately change you. But everything is happening to empower you as you move forward. So, group ones, these are your continued messages. If you have another specific question in mind or multiple, remember there is a yes or no version at the end of this video. So go down and find the timestamp and then click to go to the yes or no's to ask your specific questions. Otherwise, if you're drawn another pile, feel free to choose another pile, or I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hey there, group number 2. If you were drawn to the pink calcite crystal or the moon card, this is a continuation of messages from the first video I released this morning, collective messages, cosmic earth guidance. So if you haven't already watched that video, be sure and check that one out too. I posted the link for that below, the timestamps here, because this pick a card reading is related to what you chose in the previous video. So what do you need to know? What's changing? What are the unexpected changes? What's trying to reveal itself to you? There was something hidden here, wasn't there, in the previous video? So I don't know if this is a moon phase or a moon cycle or something that is a shadow aspect that is waiting for you to recognize that. I'm going to put your pink calcite over here and pull some more cards. So what more do we need to know to share with group number 2? What's changing? Perhaps this is a confirmation that you need to hear. Pile number 2. Well, there's this one. This wee card sticking up out of the deck. Wow. Gratitude. How about a divine door for group number 2? That one almost flipped around, didn't it? Group number 2. Okay. I know this is the distant something. A distant kiss and a prayer flag. I wish of all wishes that you were here. Through sunlight and rain, I need you near. Gratitude, gratefulness. Be grateful for something. Okay. So something hidden is about to reveal itself to you, or someone. It's about to reveal itself to you soon. You don't see this coming. In fact, some of you may not even realize that it is there, but it's something coming into your life soon that you're going to be so grateful for. So let's pull some more cards for group 2. And these again are in addition to the previous messages that I was sharing in the other video about what's coming together, this new idea, goal, project. Okay, well, emerging, it's kind of obvious, right? Something new is emerging for you. What is that? You know what? I didn't use these cards in pile 1. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. What more do you need to know? Oh, so 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles energy. This is an earth energy. Gratitude. You've been wishing for, well, whatever 10 of Pentacles resonates with you. It could be the completion of something. And, well, there's definitely a new beginning. Let's get a little bit more specific information for group number 2. What's changing? What do you need to know or hear? What's coming in for you soon? So there's a house and a planet and a... Not that one. Group 2. One of the reasons why I love incorporating numerology and astrology into pick a card readings is because tarot and oracle can only reveal so much. There is so much more specific detail that can be used, learned, benefited by in the astrology and the numerology. So, okay, 5th house, creativity, the South Node. So something is releasing you, your feelings. Reconsider your feelings, use your intuition. Okay, so what's happening here, what's changing, what you should expect soon is a new creative idea that's going to excite you, benefit you, something that you're going to be so grateful for. In fact, it is an amazing money-making opportunity for you, but it depends on your vision. The number 10, in numerology, the 1 represents your mind, your creative ideas, your thoughts. And when you add the spiritual element to that, which is the 0, it's a spiritual creative source, something that's invisible. So honestly, maybe your higher self or your spirit guides are wanting you to collaborate with them in the creation of this amazing, brilliant idea that can help you to earn a side income even. Or some of you might be thinking about starting a business or maybe creating your own YouTube channel. But there's something new. This is a new truth that's also emerging for you, and noticing that you've got the butterflies here and even the fairy with the wings. Noticing here with the first card, there's the moon, which is very anchored, it's very grounded, it's almost feeling stuck. There's something that you're probably wanting to know, or you may be sensing that something is about to happen, and perhaps you can't quite put your finger on that, group number 2. Well, this is what this is. So in combination with your astrological alignments, the collective ones, when you, sit and take time, there's something that you're wishing for, and universe is saying, whatever this is that you're wishing for, it's off in the distance, but it's off in the distance because you need to create it with your mind, your actions, your intentions, and your motivation. So this is what's happening. This is what the universe is helping you to think of, this amazing new idea project, but it also is asking you to align with either the earth. If you are inspired by earth or nature, or you're inspired by the earth or the water, the oceans, this is what's really helpful for you to tune into your intuition and to trust this vision that is going to be revealed to you soon. Okay, I'm loving your messages so far. Group number 2. I want to pull a pocket tarot just because I can for group number 2. There's also a yes or no version at the end of this video too. So if you have specific questions, you can always go to the end of the video and utilize the yes or no portion as well. But this one literally jumped out. So what is this saying? This is the sign. Here's your sign. How many of you have been waiting for the sign? How many of you have been, I'm going to say something which might sound really frustrating. How many of you watch pick a card readings and it's saying your wish is coming true and it reveals something absolutely fantastic, amazing. It gets you excited. But how many months have you been choosing those same piles? They keep saying the same thing. They keep inspiring you. They keep getting you excited. And why does it keep going around and around and around and around? You see what I mean? And I know you guys know what I mean because I create those kind of videos too. But I also know the timing of things and what needs to happen to make that wish come true. This is why I always encourage people to get private readings, because I know things. I can get the information. But you know, not everybody, I'm looking for another card. Not everybody, you know, wants to do that. But there are reasons why. Honestly, just yesterday I recorded a pick a card reading. This is why your wish hasn't come true yet. I just forgot about that. So let's pull one more pocket tarot, group number 2, and then I'm going to pull some more cards for you. Interesting. This is the sign, not the right time. I wonder if it's saying that just because I was talking about that. Right. Wish is not coming true at the moment. It's not the right time because you are the one that's making it happen with. But what's most important here is for you to take the time to relax, tune into your intuition, your feelings, and create this vision. There's something that is important for you to create, and this has everything to do with your life path, your purpose, your destiny, right? Your astrology, your numerology, your cycles, the timing of everything. So honestly, if you feel inspired now, this is not the deck that I wanted. If you feel inspired now, then it's really important for you to take the time to come up with this new brilliant idea. Remember, your higher self, your soul, your spirit guides, whatever you want to call them, are waiting for you to tune in with gratitude, because they're going to reveal to you the next step. So let's pull some more cards. For group number 2, what do you need to know? What's changing? What's next? It's definitely something exciting. Look at this. The Knight of Wands. I'm going to put this over here. Inspiration. This new idea. You choosing to move in a new direction or to follow the inspiration. Keep in mind, wands are fire energy. It's excitable. It's fire. So it's not really earth-based. You know what I mean? But it's a source of inspiration, something to get you excited that's going to guide you through those next steps. And then you have the Queen of Cups, which is water. Your emotions. Oh, so it's giving you instructions, actually. Let's look at the next one. Page of Pentacles. Seriously? Wands, Cups, Pentacles. What's this other one? Swords. All right. So you watched me just randomly pull these cards. Your spirit guides are speaking through these cards, giving you steps. Here's your sign. You've been looking for a sign. How do you make your wishes come true? You spend time with yourself, go out into nature, tune into your intuition, your spirit guides. Notice your feelings. What do you feel right? Visualize a new creative idea. It starts here, right? This is newly emerging information. It's something new that was not necessarily available for you before. Remember, we're in 2026 now. This is a new year, new energy, new momentum, new possibilities, new potentials. It's very exciting. Some people claim, let me say, some people on the internet claim this year it's even faster to manifest. Well, that really just depends on the person. We've always been able to manifest things quickly for ourselves, not just me, but you too. But I think what happens when people are trying to manifest something, if they're trying to manifest something that is in alignment with their life path and their purpose, if it's not something that they absolutely need, it's not going to manifest. But when you know what you want, what you desire, this vision, and you're creating it, you're taking action, you're making something happen for yourself. And that's how you know you know. You know? I feel like I want to pull one more card. So, group 2, let's pull another divine door. What's next? Deeper, of course. You're not yet finished. You're not yet done. Dig deeper and deeper. The best is to come. Hold on, hold on. Pass this card on. Right. So it's important for you to take the time. When it says dig deeper, it's meaning get out of your space, get out of your head, tune into your intuition, and give it space and time for you to have this vision, this idea. It will come to you suddenly, unexpectedly. Here's your sign. Now, group number 2, you know exactly what you need to do. So I'm loving these messages today, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed these 2. If you did, please do click the like button. Remember, at the end of this video, there's a yes or a no, a separate section. So if you have a question in your mind and you want a yes or no answer and guidance, the timestamp for the yes or no's are down below. So be sure and check that out if you want to. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in another video. Hello there, group number 3. If you were drawn to the 2 of Wands, and this card was originally shown in the previous video, the Cosmic Earth messages. So if you haven't already watched that video, you should probably go check it out. It's rather quick. It was collective messages for everyone, and it led up to deeper messages to help you choose your cover card for this pick a card reading. So the 2 are related. If you were drawn to the white calcite crystal, I'm going to put this over here. So what do you need to know? Group 3, what's changing? What's next? Something unexpected? What do you not currently know that you need to know? Or something know? Which path should you choose? Remember, in the other video, I pointed out that this staff is lit, it's on fire, and this one is not. So this is masculine energy on the right side of the body. This is feminine on the left side of the body. Notice how you are comfortably standing on the earth. So from your perspective, where you are right now, which one are you going to choose? Which one do you want to choose? Which path? The 2 also, in addition to reminding you to find a happy balance within yourself, but it's also bringing you the opportunity to understand an opposite perspective. So let's just put this over here, and I'm going to pull some more cards and messages for you. Group number 3. So I want to start with this oracle. And at the end of this video, there's going to be a yes or no portion as well. If you have a yes or no, a specific question in mind that you want a yes or no answer to. Oh, leadership. Oh, to lead or not to lead? That's the bigger question. I know the other day in a different video that I recorded, I was asking everyone, do you feel like you are a follower or are you more like a leader? So the question is coming back around again. Are you a leader or are you a follower? Like, where is your power? Where do you feel you have the power in life or in relationships? Okay, so, excuse me, this divine door, the sunset, it says, time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sunlight burns. I can't even talk this morning. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. It's almost like it's saying, whatever happened in the past, it may have burned. There used to be an old saying, you got burned, they really burned you, meaning maybe you had experiences in the past that were really upsetting or shocking or probably even traumatizing for some of you. Maybe you tried to be a leader of something in the past and you got burned. And so there might still be something that you're holding on to, a grudge or a burden or even memories. But the sunset card is letting you know that this is a new time. It's a new sunrise. It's a new year. If you allow the pain from the past to fade away, you will be able to step into your power. So you're meant to be becoming the leader of something if you chose group 3. So some of you might be wondering what that is. Me too. So let's find out. So what is changing? What is next? What does group 3 really need to know right now? It'll be most helpful in their life to help them to move forward. And remembering in the previous video this morning about the cosmic earth messages, there are certain astrological alignments happening that are affecting, well, all of us. It's an evolutionary transit. And right now isn't necessarily the exact time to be doing something because, well, we have the I Ching, which is, no, I forgot which number. I think it's the 54th. It's almost like passively waiting, but making your contribution without expecting or without forcing onto other people. And don't worry, because this energy only lasts for maybe a week. And so this current energy, for any of you who are feeling stuck or limited, or you don't have the power or the energy to move forward, these energies are going to end or dissipate within the next 3 days. Okay. Peace. But what more does group 3 need to know? Are you the leader? Should you be leading? What is the word? How do you call that? The leader of thought, peaceful thought. The peacekeeper. Oh. How do you keep the peace? How do you embody peace? How can you invite peace? So this is provoking thought. And for some of you, this is also guidance saying, in order to alleviate all of the pain from the past, it's important to claim peace within your mind, your body, your soul, let go of the past, forgive, forget, claim peace. Peace feels better. There's this one too. I'm not sure why. Interesting. Uranus, an unexpected change. The peacekeeper. Oh. Maintain peaceful thoughts. So here's what's interesting. Your ideas, your relationships, and Jupiter. So this is exactly what's changing for you. And you may not realize anything is changing because these changes are more like astrological and they're affecting your personal astrology. And so not everybody experiences astrology in the same areas of life. But in this case, I'm feeling since you have the number 2 here and the number 1 and even the number 3, I think you've got 1, 2, 3. These changes are happening within you to help you become this leader of thought or this leader of something, becoming the peacekeeper. First, it starts with you, but there are steps. 1, in astrology, will refer to your first house, which is you, your personality, how you take action, how you speak what you say. Pile number 2 is aligned with your values, your self-esteem, and your ability to earn money. And then the number 3 is your creative energy, your community, your ideas, your projects, the way that you think. So combining these with the I Ching and peace, bringing peace within yourself, it's going to help you to realize or create or step into some sort of leadership role in your life or for your community. But first and foremost, it's important for you to feel, well, strong on your own, because a strong leader, well, I was just about to say something I was definite about, and then I was reminded about current governmental forces and agencies. I was going to say that people need a leader who is confident but can see both sides and can understand all perspectives and still can create peace and harmony in the world. But that's not necessarily true for government, is it? But this is a pick a card reading for you, group number 3. And we're not talking about government leaders. You're meant to be becoming the leader of thought around something, or maybe a teacher. So you have Jupiter also expanding. If you're familiar with your transit astrology, look to see where Jupiter is currently moving through, which area of your chart, because this is part of how the universe is showing up and supporting you to step into your power right now. I almost feel like you're a peacekeeper, but you are a leader of thought. Having already gone through, right, the things that burned you, you healed, you rose above it all. You reclaimed your dignity, you let go of the past, you aligned with peace, and now you have the capacity to bring all of your experience together to help other people or to share your story, to create new stories. Wow. Oops, sorry. Totally bumped the camera. I was looking off to the side because I wanted to pull another card. So group number 3, what more do you need to know? Right. So this is a 7 of Earth, the 7 of Diamonds, same as 7 of Pentacles. It's harvest time, but you're coming into your truth. That what's changing in your life, or that you have the opportunity to recognize your truth, to stand in your truth, to stand in your power. Trust your intuition. Because power isn't just a mental thing. You can stand in your power when you recognize how to be the peacekeeper. And sometimes what's more important is for you to find that peace, become your own peacekeeper, especially if you are drawn between 2 different perspectives. Or if the masculine is pulling you one way and the feminine is trying to get you to slow down and listen and pay attention, instead of finding this happy balance of both divine masculine and feminine, which is already there within you, and you combine the 2 to create peace. A peaceful leader. Interesting. I'm wondering how many of you are resonating with these, and maybe these are just new ideas, something for you to consider. Because this is what's new. It's waiting for you to tune in, to tap into, to get more information, and to use that to empower yourself in whatever way you feel like you need to use it in your life. Obviously, when it comes to the internet, it almost seems like there are too many chiefs and not enough Indians. But there are lots of Indians, there are lots of chiefs, but there's also a lot of bots and AI, and it's almost as if everyone needs to say their piece. But that's just like one piece of the puzzle. It's just one part of the collective. It's not the whole picture. So it's really important for you to just trust your intuition right now. Align with the peace. Bring peace within yourself, your mind, your body. And your planets, your astrology are helping to expand your awareness about something that you can create that will allow you to be more prosperous and successful, while also trusting your vision, your intuition. The 7 of Pentacles, if it's the tarot card, it's also indicating a time for you to harvest. harvest something, the seeds that you planted in the past. They are beginning to bear fruit. But that also requires you to slow down and recognize that, so that you know what to give your energy away to, and what not to. Because again, there's so many different energies, there's so many different options, especially if you enjoy YouTube like I do. Of course, I already know what I enjoy doing. So I'm hoping that these cards are helping you to confirm something, that you want. So there's 3 of Wands. So something's going to be revealed to you soon. Again, it's probably over the next 3 to 4 days. Remember, the cycles, the elements right now are more of not about doing, but about being, about listening, about waiting, about being patient. And this is also the earth energy. We're still in, a 13-day cycle, which is more like waning, like the waning moon, or it's more like listening, being reflective. It's not go time yet, just yet. But that's going to change in the next few days. So the Knight of Cups, right, a new passion, a new purpose. For some of you, there might be someone new that's coming into your life, right? Someone might be chasing you. They're holding their cup, right? They're offering their heart to you, or this could be a new passionate creative idea that is going to be very thoroughly enjoyable for you. Okay, Justice, of course. Things working in your favor. I feel like you're meant to be taking charge, but you have to do this on your own. 6 of Pentacles. Right now it's more about giving and receiving. 4 of Cups. How many of you are feeling stuck? But there was also this card. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. I pulled it, but I didn't lay it down for some reason, did I? I was like, wait a minute, what's this other card? So what's new? Okay. Honestly, pile number 3, I feel like you've been waiting. Maybe some of you have already been working on a project or reclaiming your own stability, right? The leader in your own life. You've been working on the shadow self, getting rid of those toxic energies from the past. Maybe you already started something. Maybe this is something that you've been planting and feeding your seeds of intention for quite some time. And perhaps it's possible that it's never really allowed you to feel what you wanted to feel. Maybe right now things are changing. Remember, you are gaining a different perspective. But what's definitely happening soon for you is your ability to harvest. Or benefit from all of the work that you've already put into something from the past. You've been sending energy out there. Honestly, in the bigger picture, what I'm seeing here is like, maybe in your life so far, no matter what any of you have been doing, you haven't been feeling completely fulfilled or strong or confident, or like you're the leader of something. Maybe you didn't want to be a leader, but there's something that happened in the past that you will soon be realizing that is going to almost thrust you into this leadership role where you should have the knowledge, the experience, and the wisdom from the past to become the peacemaker or the peacekeeper for other people in your life or in your community. And you've been giving and giving and giving already, but maybe not receiving in return what you believed that you were worthy of receiving. And so now these roles are changing. You're about to start receiving everything that you've been putting all of your energy into. And so the Justice card is saying it's time. You had to prove yourself to the universe that you would persevere. So I really do believe you're going to be put into some sort of leadership position in your life. And whether this is being a leader, like switching roles with your spouse or your family or your community or your job, your corporation, you are stepping up into a higher role, almost like you're getting a promotion in life. But this could be happening in your career. So some of you who may have been students, you're about to become the teacher. I'm loving these messages. Group number 3, I hope that you're loving these too. Keep in mind, when I interpret cards, I try to make like a happy, perfect picture out of all of them, but they're not all necessarily supposed to resonate, but they can. I mean, you can make this a happy picture if you bring all of this together and stand in your power. But honestly, in the least, my wishes are that you get some brilliant new ideas from anything that I have to share or offer. It doesn't all have to make sense, especially if this is something that you are meant to be creating on your own. So, okay. I feel like these are the messages for group 3. Remember, there's a yes or no version at the end of this video. If you have a yes or no question or multiple, then be sure and check out. You can scroll ahead now if you want to. The timestamp for the yes or no's will be down below the other timestamps here. These are your messages. If you didn't already listen to the previous video, go back and watch that. I'll put the link to that video as well. It's the Cosmic Earth messages, mystery messages. Meanwhile, again, if you want a yes or no portion, then scroll to the end, and I will see you over there. Hello, group number 4. So if you were drawn to the Knight of Pentacles or the blue calcite, and this is a continuation of the messages I was sharing in the previous video about the Cosmic Earth messages, the Cosmic Earth energies. Now I don't remember what I titled it. But the creation of that, it had other additional messages that are really important for you to know. So be sure and check out that video if you haven't already. I'm going to put the link to that in the section below. But the previous message led you to help you to choose this Knight of Pentacles. And so the blue calcite, I'm going to put this over here. Group number 4, what more do you need to know? What's changing in your life? What's next? What is your greatest potential? And with the Knight of Pentacles, it seems that at this moment in time, and remember we still have about 3 more days of uncertainty or feeling stuck or, trying to figure something out. So be patient with yourself. But there's something here, there's something that is available to you, and maybe you don't recognize it yet. And this is that you, on a deeper level, you're looking for something that matters more, that's more fulfilling, something that you value. And so this could be a new job or a career or an approach to life. I love the fact that this person is saddled onto the rabbit and they have their helmet on with, looks like stag horns. So, surrounded by mushrooms in the, like I really, honestly, so this tarot deck is the Good Fortune Tarot. And I haven't taken the time to learn their interpretations of everything. So I'm just going to leave it there because this is more about the messages, the guidance, the bigger picture. I'm more like a bigger picture kind of reader rather than getting lost in the yuck. What more do we need to know? So group 4, there's also a yes or no portion at the end of this video. So if you have a specific question, you can scroll ahead at any time and ask to get your yes or no confirmations. Woo! That one jumped out and then it landed. It went down to the floor. That's funny. It's this divine door. Morning memory. Its healing gift runs a destined course. The morning dawn, our inspired source. Meditate under the sun. So what more does group 4 need to know? Family, wolf spirit. Your tribe. Purification. And more specifically, group number 4, what's new, what's changing. Let's pull that one, that one, that one. Right, your resources, your money, your values, your work, your paycheck. Capricorn. How many of you have been thinking about starting a new business? Mercury. Okay, so your mind, analyze, focus on creating something new that is aligned with your values and what you need, including what you feel that you deserve to earn as far as an income is concerned. So these are all of the things that are like formulating in the sky. Remember, there are current astrological transits that are affecting all of us on the planet. But where they are transiting, according to your personal astrology, is the area of your life that they are helping you the most. So there's 6th house, there's 2nd house, and 5th house. So this is your creativity. I feel like you have the opportunity to fine-tune what means the most to you, what is most important for you when it comes to spending time with family or spending time with work or career or spending time doing something creative, doing something fun. This purification process, it could be, these transits could be going through your 12th house, which is the house of spirit. There's almost like a spiritual essence here that maybe you're just ready to stop working so hard or trying to force something to happen, especially if you've been trying to force something to happen, but it's just not fitting and it's causing you more frustration. And so it's begging you to slow down and to reconsider, to make adjustments. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to make major adjustments along your path or your work. It's a timeout. And so again, based on the first video this morning, the cosmic earth messages, these transits and these alignments within the planets are helping you to bring everything into focus, to be more specific about what it is that your heart truly wants. So when you take the time to reconsider, then that will be very helpful for you too. I want to pull a pocket tarot. Right. Go, the time is right. So it's almost like, well, the hourglass is saying it's almost time for you, I don't know, to change your mind. You be the judge of that. Let's look at your other cards. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, I'm using the Good Fortune Tarot today. So group number 4, keep in mind, when I do pick a card readings, I try to create like a perfect picture, combining all of it, but you don't necessarily have to do that. It just kind of means I probably expect too much from all of you, right? I want you to succeed. I want you to be happy. I want you to be prosperous. But it's important that you do you, take what resonates and run with it. I'm just here to inspire you or to remind you how amazing you are. And whatever it is that you're doing, contributing to the collective role in the earth is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Look at this. So you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is also referring to timing. It's like good luck, good news, and good timing. 6 of Wands. Celebrating your vision. Look, this one like jumped out and flipped upside down. The Death card usually represents change or transformation. Honestly, if you chose pile 4, I believe that you are here to transform the world, maybe, not just yourself, your ideals, or other people, but to help the planet too, going through this purification process. So the purification process allows you to slow down and to navigate and recognize what is absolutely necessary. It allows you the opportunity to become impeccable with your words, your actions, your choices, your beliefs, and where you give your energy away to. There was that card, but I also wanted this one. Right, Queen of Swords. What was this one? Interesting. The Fool. I pulled it out, but I didn't want to flip it around. For some reason, that just happens. So group 4, it almost feels like the universe is nudging you to surrender something or to let go of something. It could have been an old wish or a dream, a path that you've been on that you pursued, and perhaps you've gotten to a certain point and it's just no longer fulfilling to you. So you do have the power to create something of your own if you choose, something that you value more, something that's more important. And maybe this will also allow you more time with your family or your friends, or whoever you consider your family and your friends. But there's something in your mind that might be challenging you to change what you believe, or if you still believe that you are on a successful path, or are you wasting your time? So this does require serious contemplation, right? Serious consideration. In fact, the path that you've been on has brought you here, and now it's exactly where you're supposed to be. But right now, and especially over the next few days, take some considerable time to think about, are you still on the right path, or is there something else that you would much rather be pursuing? It's important to follow and trust your heart and your intuition. And you should know whether you're still enjoying the path that you're on, whether it's relationship or personal or health or career. You should know by how it feels. If you have to drag yourself into work every day, you know that there's probably something better. So take some time for personal reflection, to tune into your heart, remember your truth. It will help you to declare, or it will help you to make this decision whether you should stay with something or whether you should try something new. And you have both. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, you have Death, the Star, the Queen of Swords, and the Fool. And so the Fool is literally, with the Go the Time is Right card, is saying, okay, yeah, I think I really know what I want to do and what I need to do. So bye-bye. But that bye-bye to something is up to you to choose. All right, so we're still in the first 10 days of January, and the I Ching is also affecting all of us. And so are the earth energies. And the 13-day, there's a Pleiadian earth calendar energies, which encourage us all to align with something higher, something that feels better for the process of ascension. And I'm thinking group 4, if you really take the time to step out of your mind and back into your heart and your purpose for everything and what you absolutely love or who you absolutely love. Everything right now, even if it feels like things are up in the air or uncertain, it's happening for a reason. It's giving you the time to reflect, reconsider, and to determine whether you're going to stay on the same path or whether you're ready to try something new. So, and normally if you're following your intuition, you will realize, if you start studying your personal astrology, you'll realize that you're always making the right decisions in every moment of your life, that you're making intuitive decisions. It can confirm that for you. So I think these were all of the messages. Really, there's so much that is available to you. You have plenty of options. And to sum up, it's almost as if they're just saying, you know, just be you, follow your heart. Because if you don't, you might regret not following your heart. And the only way you're going to find out where your intuition is guiding you is for you to follow that, to follow your intuition, to see where that's going to take you. So, that being said, pile number 4, remember there's also a yes or no portion at the end of this video, which is going to be starting soon. So if you have a yes or no question in mind that you want to get an answer, stick around because that part is going to pop up soon. But these are the messages that I'm having. Something for you to think about, and there is no rush. So you might find it helpful to re-listen to your pile. It's perfectly fine to choose multiple piles because obviously we're in a new year, a new cycle, a new phase with new universal support too. So anything is possible, so long as you choose you. So I hope you enjoyed this video reading. If you did, please do click the like button again. And stick around for the yes or no portion. Okay, see you over there. Hello to everyone who is interested in the yes or no portion of today's video pick a card reading. I'm still going to apply the crystal to the pile to help you choose. You can choose, well, if you have up to 4 questions, you can choose 4 piles to get a yes or no answer. And I'm going to determine the yes or no for each pile. So first with the crystals, pile 1 is a Carnelian. Pile 2 is the green Calcite. Pile 3 is the pink Fluorite. And pile 4 is the Hematite. So if you have your question or questions in mind, then take a moment to look at the crystals to determine which one has the answer that you are seeking. So I will give you a moment. And let's begin with number 1, the Carnelian. Actually, what I need to do is pull the other cards out of the way. Okay, that's better, don't you think? Okay, yes or no, Carnelians. Have your question in mind. Oops. Justice, the Moon. And let's go like this. Temperance, the Tower. This should be reflecting your question or your state of mind at the moment. So maybe you're trying to make a decision about something, but perhaps you don't have all the information that you need. But the High Priestess is asking you or reminding you to trust your intuition, your higher knowing. Trust your emotions. Trust what you're feeling. Trust what you're sensing. If you are too hasty in making a decision, you might regret it. So I'm going to pull some more cards to determine the answer. I'm not sure how many cards we need for group number 1. Yes or no? Wow, okay. King of Pentacles. We're off to a good start. The Two of Cups. And the Nine of Pentacles. So altogether, technically, the answer is yes. Whether this is a job offer or a person or a relationship or somebody maybe you don't quite trust, you're not quite sure whether to say yes or no to the situation. Still, the situation is aligned with your values. It will bring you or give you what you need. So remember to trust your intuition. What was your first instinct? And it's also important to remember that not everything happens exactly the way that we're expecting it to, especially with the Tower card here. And maybe what you're asking about is a sudden or a recent opportunity or person or event that has shown up in your life and you're just not sure whether to say yes or no to it. But these are encouraging you, again, first to trust your intuition, but most likely the answer is yes. This will be a beneficial situation and choice for you if you choose to participate in that. So I hope these messages help you. And if you have another question that you would like a yes or no answer to, feel free to pick another pile or pick another crystal. Hello to all of you who chose the green calcite. Welcome to the yes or no portion of this video and pick a card reading. So the green calcite, I'm going to set this off to the side over here. I'm going to lay out these 5 cards and then determine the yes or no with some additional tarot. So we're starting with the major arcana. There's Judgment, the Fool, the Empress, the Emperor, wow, and the Hangman, of course. Interesting mix. So these might be describing what you're thinking about or your question. And honestly, I'm not going to try and figure out what your question is. It's more about the feels, what is best, what's in your best interest. Honestly, I'm feeling like if you chose this green calcite pile for your yes or no, you're probably feeling like you're on the spot or you're in a spot. Maybe you're needing help. Maybe you feel like you don't see the end in sight, or I really do feel like you're stuck in a spot and you need something. The Fool is, I wonder if this is what you're questioning. Should you just surrender to some serendipity, right? And just follow your bliss to see where that takes you? That's one option. But since you have the Empress and the Emperor here, it almost feels like this is a test, which is probably why you're drawn to the yes or no's, isn't it? So let's just pull your other cards and get the answer for you. Right? Will your decision bring you what you need? Will it unlock the answers? What do you really need to know? Yes or no is ultimately the purpose of this reading. 7 of Cups. Is it something that you've been wishing for? Is this your wish come true? What are you asking about? Are you asking about a person or a job or something else? Wow, look at this. 4 of Wands. The 5 of Cups is like flipping around. So maybe in the past you've lost something or you feel like you've been having to deal without. Okay. And then the Knight of Swords. So what these are saying to me is yes. The answer to your question is yes. But I feel like whatever you're asking about, your question in mind, what's going to happen is going to lead you to new information or new support, new ideas, maybe even a confirmation, good news, something that you need. And it almost feels like this is something that you've been wishing for, you've been waiting for, you've been hoping for, but maybe you've been feeling like you're at wit's end, not knowing what else to do. But honestly, yes, if there's somebody here that is offering you some advice, there really isn't anything here referring to a job or money. I just feel like maybe you've been down in the dumps. Maybe some of you are looking for a relationship, right? With the Empress and the Emperor, the Four of Wands, right? Relationship material. But it's also reminding you to reconsider your needs. What do you need emotionally in your current situation? I still feel like this is a yes pile, because even when you can seek more support, good news, more information from another individual, it always, even if you get yourself into a different energetic space, it always puts you, it brings you new insights. And so honestly, you'll never really know what more is available to you unless you get more information. Seek more. There's something more out there waiting for you to discover it, to find it, and it's going to help you in your current situation, especially if you're in a sticky situation. So yes, definitely get more information is what I'm picking up on here for this yes or no portion for all of you who chose the green calcite. Now, if you haven't already watched the first video this morning that I recorded, the Cosmic Earth Messages, be sure and check that video out too. It kind of reveals more of the bigger picture of what we're all experiencing collectively on the planet right now. So I'm going to put the link to that video down below the timestamps here too, for you to go back and check. But I'm getting a yes to seek more information. Because, right, there's something more that you need to discover, and this will in fact help you too. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope this helps you out in your current situation. If any of you need a private reading, do feel free to reach out to me. I keep my prices low for a couple of reasons. For one, because I love helping other people to bring more inspiration, confirmation, and to share ideas and insights and to use my intuition. But I also keep a low overhead, which is why I don't feel like I have to charge crazy astronomical prices for tarot readings. So that's just me being honest. That being said, have a wonderful day. If you had another question in mind, then do choose another crystal to get another yes or no answer. Hello to all of you who chose the pink fluorite crystal. Welcome to the yes or no portion of today's video, today's pick a card reading. And these are separate from the initial messages. So whatever your question is, let's get a yes or no answer for you. So we're starting with the major arcana. There is the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, wow, the Magician, and Strength. So we're beginning with the major arcana to try and get an idea of what you're asking about. It almost seems like you're wondering if you are manifesting the love of your life or something that you love. So the only way to get the answer, yes or no, is using the rest of the deck with the Good Fortune Tarot. So what is your answer, yes or no? It seems that you're on the right path. You're in alignment with everything that you're wishing for and hoping for. What more do you need to know? And so this is, again, going to be a yes or no to your specific question. Knight of Cups. Wow. Are you asking about a specific person, honestly? Four of Cups. So one more card for this pile. Is it this one? Okay. I completely understand how it might be difficult for you to make a decision about something, but what I'm picking up now is maybe some of you are wondering, you met someone new and you're wondering if this is the one. It feels like they're the one, but maybe they are not exactly what you were expecting. Maybe you thought that they would have a different kind of appearance or a body build or certain facial features, or maybe even the color of skin is something that might be concerning to you for whatever reason. But honestly, the only way for you to know more definitely is how it feels in your heart. So I'm assuming that you've spent time in this energy, or you've spent time with this person. And honestly, your very first instinct, your intuitive notion, if you instantly sensed a no, this is not right for me, that's usually the right answer. And I don't know, it kind of feels like you are in a sticky spot. It's hard for you to say yes or no. You're uncertain. And even that is begging more attention. So let's just pull a few more cards. Are you on the right path? Is this the right person for you? For all of you who chose the pink. Yes or no? What do you need to hear? Okay. Oh. So the reason why it feels right, or you feel kind of tested, is because you resonate with this energy. So whether it's a job or a person or a relationship, there's something that you want, your heart wants this, but there's just something else that just doesn't feel quite right. And honestly, I have to be boldly honest with you. The reason why it's hard for you to choose is because this is a lesson, this is a test. Whatever you're resonating with and you can't decide, and maybe your heart is pulling you towards this, but something is keeping you back. So this is your natural ability to detect what is right or wrong for you. If you're resonating with something, it's because you're familiar with it. But sometimes things repeat themselves to act as a mirror, and we think that's what we're waiting for. And so some people will rush into a situation, but some people will second guess and reconsider and say, I don't really know if this is in my best interest. And honestly, this yes or no is going to keep coming back down to you. You're going to have to choose what you feel is right. However, it's a test. There's something that you think that you need, that you're sensing in that situation or that person, but they may not necessarily know how to give you what you're expecting. Does that make sense? But you are definitely attracting new potentials or people or situations into your life. The tricky part is what to say yes to and what to say no to. In fact, honestly, if you have to come to a yes or no pick a card reading, I feel like I already gave you the answer. If you're not certain, the answer is probably no. You probably should not pursue. But knowing myself and knowing so many other people, they really want to know more. So a lot of the times we'll say yes to a situation anyway, because we need to know or we need to go deeper. Oh, right. So here was the other card. And sometimes the only way to find out the truth is to go all in. But based on experience, I'm going to say that as a yes or no guidance, for all of you who chose this pile, the pink fluorite, I would advise you to say no, because there's something there that you're already picking up on. You're not sure, and this is your subconscious. It's kind of warning you of something, which is why maybe it's reminding you of something that happened in a past or a past life. The soul remembers this. Your body remembers, your blood, your DNA remembers your other lifetimes. So it's almost like history is repeating itself. And you might be having fond memories or feelings about something or someone. But honestly, it's, yeah, you're going to have to choose what you feel is right for you. But I would say no. I would not go deeper into the situation. I would listen to my higher self, my higher mind. There probably is something from the past that you recognize or that you're connecting with, but it's not necessarily. So I would say no, but I'm just going to stick to mine, and I'm stick to my answer. But you're the only one who can really make that choice for yourself. But don't say I didn't warn you. So I'm sticking with no. It might feel good, but it's not going to end up feeling good. And so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I hope these helped you. If you enjoyed the video, please do click the like button. Be sure and check out my first video that I released this morning too. If you need more insights or information or help or guidance about this person or the situation or whatever it is you're trying to figure out, do feel free to reach out to me if you'd like a private tarot reading. I can go more deeply into your specific situation to tell you more about what you need to know. And if that's something that you want, then be sure and find my links below that can help you. But otherwise, have a wonderful day. If you have another question that you want to ask yes or no in this video, then stick around for the next one, and I will see you over there. Hello to all of you who chose the Hematite. So welcome to the yes or no portion of this video. It's completely separate from the first part of this video. The first part of the video was the video. The video was a pick a card reading, but this too is a pick a card reading, but I'm incorporating a yes or no into this video to give you this option instead of creating a separate video for just the yes or no. So if you're drawn to the Hematite, yes or no, I'm assuming you've already asked your specific question. You're wanting a yes or a no, something that you need to know today. So let's find out. We're starting with the major arcana, and then I'm going to get more answers through the other cards. Okay, it starts with the Star. Wish fulfillment. The Hermit. Wondering if your wish is still going to come true. Wow. World, freedom, privacy, space, prosperity. So there's the Sun. I really do feel like maybe you've been waiting a long time for a wish to come true. And perhaps you're trying not to have negative feelings because maybe you're starting to wonder if your wish is going to come true. And so if this is describing you, please know that you're not the only one that's feeling that way. So let's get some more information. Doesn't matter what your question is. The purpose of this portion is to give you a yes or no answer for right now. Okay, there's the 8 of Pentacles. The 5 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands. Honestly, it looks like your answer is yes. I want to pull 2 more cards though. But first, let me interpret these really. What's that one? Okay, Page of Wands. Here, let's pull these other cards first, and then... look at that. I really do feel like your answer is yes, whatever your question is. So even if you're asking about a wish, because even here, the 7 of Pentacles sometimes is referring to wishes coming true and you harvesting or reaping the rewards of all of your hard work. And again, I feel like whatever you're asking about, you're wondering if it's even going to happen, or you may have gotten even more specific with your yes or no inquiry. But the reason why you're still waiting for something is because you've been having to navigate and work through negativities or blockages or dysfunctional beliefs. You've been taking steps in life. You've been leveling up. You've been working on yourself. Self-empowerment, reclaiming your dignity, but also making adjustments within your life, your path, your expectations along the way, while hopefully remaining optimistic and positive in the situation. So if you're asking about freedom, financial success, rewards, or relocating, then again, your answer is yes. Even more so, I'm getting an inkling here that this is going to happen for you this year. But it's also important for you to follow your faith. Remember to stay on track. Even though sometimes, some days, you feel like you might have setbacks, emotional setbacks, especially, right? Especially when you know that you're working towards something and you really know that it can happen, that it will come true. And again, I don't know how long you've been waiting. And maybe some of you just could be asking a really simple question too. But honestly, there's a reason why you've been having to re-navigate and make adjustments along your path, your beliefs, your dignity, right? Your self-worth. There's so many other things. I think in the process you are learning more about yourself and getting more comfortable with yourself too. But success is definitely in your future. Happiness, prosperity, movement, everything, anything and everything. Now I'm curious what you were asking about. Obviously, if you chose the hematite, your answer is yes. All of these things are possible. All of these things are going to be happening. But remember, you've been working on something specifically and navigating and healing and releasing and ascending. You've been on some sort of a transformative journey. So your answer to whatever your question is yes. So I hope you enjoyed this yes or no portion of the video. If you did, please do click the like button. And if you have another question, you can always choose another yes or no pile as well. Be sure and check out my first video that I released this morning. I do appreciate all of your support, including support on my channel and my Patreon. If you're interested in private readings, I offer those as well at economical prices, because sometimes we just need a little bit more inspiration, support, and truth. So if you're interested in any of that, feel free to visit my links, which are down below this video. And have a wonderful day. And remember, yes, the universe is saying yes to your question. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now.